Stand over behind the court reporter. Come on in, please. Right in through the door.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take your place. Could you tell us your full name and spell your last name?
Diane Marie Vandermolen, V as in Victor, A-N-D-E-R, M-O-L-E-N.
Ms. Vandermolen, are you a little nervous here today?
Very.
Fine, relax. We have a family tree over here, and I was wondering if you could tell me where you fit on this. Okay, can you see the chart?
Yes.
And you see your name? Mm-hmm. And where are you?
I'm the fourth child of Joan and Arnold.
Down here, where I'm
Yes.
pointing?
Uh-huh.
Is Kathy, the witness who just testified, your sister?
Yes.
And is Alan Anderson your cousin?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I am 34 years old.
So does that make you 9 years older than Lyle and 12 years older than Eric?
Yes.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Did you spend various periods of time with Kitty and Jose Menendez?
Yes, I did.
And were they your aunt and uncle?
Yes.
When was the first time that you stayed with them?
1976 for the summer.
For the summer? And when was the second time?
1978.
And that
also,
was?
Also for the summer for a little bit longer that time.
Okay. And the next time?
1979 briefly.
Briefly is?
My friend Karen and I came out for a visit.
Briefly is how long?
Oh, about 2 weeks.
And did you spend time with them again?
Yes.
And when was that?
I lived with them from the beginning of June 1982 until July 1983.
When you were first invited to stay with them in 1976, how old were you then?
I was 16 when I arrived, and I turned 17 while I was with them.
We're going to have trouble hearing this witness.
Could we?
I was 16 when I arrived.
Why don't you just move a little closer to the microphone? Just move yourself in a little closer if you can, knowing your physical constraints. And we
Are
can
you
move the
pregnant?
microphone as
Ms.
well.
Ms. Vandermolen,
Yes.
are you pregnant? Okay.
Very,
move the
very. Thank you.
When you were first invited to stay with them, were you sent there, or is this something you wanted to do?
It was something that I wanted to do.
And why did you want to go there for a whole summer?
I had looked forward to it for a few years, and it
Why?
was... I had been told a lot about Kitty and Jose and Lyle and Eric and their family being very special to our family, and had met them a few years prior, and had been told that Jose had said that it would be okay for us to come out and visit, and looked very much forward to doing so. And
was that exciting for you?
Oh, very, yes.
Yeah, when you say that they were special to your family, how do you mean?
Sustain.
When you first went to stay with them, were you treated well?
In 1976, yes.
And did that change over the period of time that you went to visit them?
Very much so.
And did Jose change during that period of time? Or did he stay the same?
Pretty much the same, only more so.
More, okay.
More
More what?
intense, driven, arrogant.
Okay. And what about Kitty? Did she stay the same, or did she change?
She changed very much.
And how did she change?
In 1976, She became like a mentor to me during that time period. I felt special with her during that time. By 1982-83 visit, I got to the point where I was afraid to come upstairs from my bedroom because I wasn't sure what was going to happen, because it seemed like I could do nothing right.
And if you did something wrong, what would Kitty do?
She would she would fly into rages, immense rages.
How would she look when she flew into these rages?
Her arms would
Would
be
you stand
out.
up if you can?
Yeah, of course she was not pregnant. Her arms would be out to here. Of course, you
This
can't.
upraised, Your Honor, for the record.
And her teeth would be like this, and she would be coming at you like that.
When she would be coming at you, how close would she get?
She would approach me at times. Okay. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Is it frightening to you today to think about that?
It was, yeah, it was, and I recall that when I talk about it.
Okay. How close would she come to you when she did this?
She could get into my face, and sometimes it would start from a brief distance away, but she would move towards me as her anger was flying towards me also.
Is this something that happened once or twice, or is this something that happened more often?
Oh, it happened more than once or twice.
3 times?
It was quite regular.
And what's quite regular to you? Is that once a month? Once a month? In any of the visits, did you observe Kitty drinking?
Yes, I did.
And which of the visits, if you can remember?
All of them.
And what would her pattern be about drinking? Would she drink all day long, or when would she drink?
Generally from the afternoon on, more so in the last visit than in the prior visit. She had specific liqueurs that I strongly remember in the 76 visit.
Okay.
Grand Marnier, Liqueur Galliano, and 45, which was from the Caribbean area.